Today, we are going to do a full review of the brand new throwable 360 camera, the Insta360 ONE X. ONE X, which is the upgrade version of the consumer 360 camera Insta360 ONE right here, introduced some very cutting-edge features like time shift. For GoPro user out there, it's your favorite time warp feature in the GoPro Hero 7. But ONE X is a 360 time warp with a rhino-like cinematic motion blur during free capture or over capture. This will help you to create that popular hyperlapse effects or dynamic slow motion editing you saw in lots of cinematic travel vlog video with Kandao or the Chainsmokers Chop House music. The ONE X pushed the flow state stabilization into the next level, as I will show you my comparison and test result with GoPro Fusion and Kandao Qoocam on an electric skateboard like my one wheel and on a DJI drone for aerial 360 capture. ONE X with a newer image sensor and bigger f2.0 lenses now can produce 5.7K in 30 frames per second and up to 100 frames per second in 3K. So now, bullet time video finally look useful in 3K. For colorless, now you can have lock mode to increase the dynamic range of the 5.7K video. You can even use a LUT on the mobile app directly. And that's not it. HDR photo and HDR video are introduced in the ONE X, which I will show you the result on recovering lost highlight and shadow. Again, all in the mobile app. Finally, I know you're all waiting for me to throw my brand new ONE X. Well, you need to watch to the end of this video to find out. Hey, what's up everybody? It's your boy Hugh here from Creator Hub. Before I show you my test and comparison with the Kandao Qoocam and GoPro Fusion, let's go over all the unique features the Insta360 ONE X has. It has a lot. First, ONE X shoot up to 5.7K 30 frames per second. It is the highest resolution two-lens consumer camera out there in the market, alongside with E360 VR and Garmin Verb. It is higher than both Fusion and Qoocam. Again, don't hold up on the resolution because it does not mean a thing if the footage is not sharp in 360. The ONE X can also go up to 50 frames per second in 4K and 100 frames per second in 3K. I am not exactly sure why 50 frames and 100 frames per second, but Kandao Qoocam can do 4K in 60 frames per second and 3K in 120 frames per second, which is more standard slow motion frame rate. Not like Mike from 360 rumor prediction, the bullet time effect or the throwable super slow motion of the ONE X is 100 frames per second in sensor level and maybe 240 frames per second with optical flow slow motion, which might still cause artifacts. Second, ONE X has flow state stabilization, which advertised to be better than the brand new GoPro Hero 7. We will find out how good when compared with GoPro Fusion, which coming next in this video. Third, ONE X introduced time shift, the same feature that GoPro called time warp in their latest Hero 7 Black series. Basically hyperlapse video with perspective change and time ramping slow motion effects, a very popular editing techniques used by lots of YouTubers like Peter McKinnon. Traditionally, without Hero 7 or ONE X, you need to achieve the same effects with gimbal, DSLR, and very precise movement and videographer skill. As you see some of my personal works from here from Ray Train. As someone actually know how to do it with a DSLR, I can tell you this is a major feature and will save videographers hours of pre-production and post-production works. I highly recommend to go check out my mini film shot entirely on the Insta360 ONE X with flow state stabilization and time shift editing. I edit the entire video mostly on my iPhone X, and it only took me 3 hours to finish the entire 4-minute film, which will take days if you edit it in Premiere and After Effects with plugin like Revision Twister. This video will also show you how nice is the new lock mode and impressive low light performance of the camera. Seeing is believing. Number 4, we have high resolution bullet time. Bullet time is a feature that everyone loves and probably why some of the famous YouTubers and Instagrammers like iJustin love the Insta360 ONE right here so much. Now, the ONE X right here, take it to the next level with wider field of view and sharper 3K resolution. Here are some of my bullet time tests. So right now, I'm on the ceiling of my house. Look around. This is the beautiful Santa Monica Actress Venice. So, at a high point, the best thing we test is bullet time. So now, this is exactly what I'm gonna do. And I will start recording. Grab the bullet time stick, hold it on top of my head, do a cool pose, and start spinning. Finally, I gotta. Okay, that is not recommended to do. But let's see how good the bullet time. So we just did the bullet time, but I think I just broke my brand new bullet time selfie stick. Right here, I cannot just switch it back and put it back in. So, well, I hope they spend more money to make a better selfie stick or bullet time stick. Number 5, HDR. Right now, the Insta360 ONE X already support HDR photos. Here is an example. Here is a regular 360 photo in my office with the whole creative team. We all love 360 photos, as you can tell. And here is an HDR photo of my office again. Both shot on the same Insta360 ONE X, one after another. There is not much motion blur or ghosting in the HDR video, which is a great thing. If you pay attention to the window outside in the distance, you see in the regular 360 photo, the window outside is just white. But now if you see the HDR version, you can tell there is actually a building on the other side. This is a huge difference with and without HDR, especially for architecture and interior 360 photographers. HDR video will be supported in the next major update. Now, let me show you the unboxing and see what is come with the camera. Dun 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 dun! Shoop! So, first thing you notice is the one has a similar design as Ricoh Theta. Unlike the old one, the camera is very narrow and has 2 lenses. They are not offset. It's probably using the twin lens folder optic system just as a Ricoh Theta. Does it mean better stitch though? Well, we don't know until we do the comparison with GoPro Fusion. Now the One X comes with an extra battery right here. And that is how you put the battery in the camera. And put the battery, look in the T, put it in. There you go. Now you can turn the camera on. And it will tell you the firmware and then show you what mode you are on. So I did some testing. The battery does not last as long as the Fusion and definitely nowhere compared to the Qoocam. So it is about the same continuous recording time as the old one right here. So I will suggest buying a couple extra battery when you go out and film. As you see, the One X now has the LED display and can be controlled entirely without connecting to the mobile phone. You can shoot HDR mode or shoot log mode with a couple click of this circle right here. You can pick. As you see, HDR, and it's very user-friendly and definitely a huge plus on this camera. As you compare the lens sizes with the old one, the lens is gigantic. It's not interchangeable though, and actually very easy to scratch because of the sizes. I have no idea how you can throw this camera without destroying the lens. It now actually comes with, let me put this down, a soft case and a shoulder strap. Look at that. It is very easy to carry around now. Also, if you order the bullet time bundle, as you see right here, you got a new selfie stick. Watch out. The old selfie stick is different than the new selfie stick with this part right here. So you do need the new selfie stick to work with the brand new One X, not the old one. And then the bullet time thingy, it will work in One or One X, so that you don't need to buy extra. And also you see this come with a cable that will connect that with your phone right here. So you connect your phone right here, and then you go ahead and bring the thing and connect that in here. And that's how you transfer footage from your phone to the camera to the phone, and do all the editing operation. Also, one thing I want to point out is right now the camera actually does not come with the micro SD card right here. SD card slot is right here. And I have a very fast, if you can see it, let me try to focus it. So that is a SanDisk Extreme 64GB micro SD card, U3. It's a very fast SD card, so you do need a pretty decent fast SD card to actually capture 5.7K. So right now, let's go ahead and connect my iPhone to the camera. So right here, tab 1, we'll turn the camera on, and we'll show you the firmware, battery level, and Wi-Fi. And then next step is how easy is that. You basically hit the app icon, turn the app on, and then go ahead and tap the camera icon right here. And see right here, you can connect via cables, but we are connected with Wi-Fi. I'll show you how easy is that to connect it with an iPhone. So go ahead and hit connect now. And they will ask you to join the network. Go ahead and hit join. And will remember your previous connecting camera. So as you see right now, boom, you see me right here. And then you turn around, you see my Insta360 Pro Tool and my famous kitchen right here. So that's how easy you connect the Insta360 One X with the mobile phone. So the next thing we're gonna do is go ahead and show you how to use this camera. First mode is in photo. Right now I'm in HDR, but you can pick like photos, regular photo, HDR, interval mode. So I'll just go ahead and pick the regular photo, and then you can set a timer, and then you can adjust all your settings based on ISC priority, shutter speed priority, or even manual mode. Again, it all blow out right now. Just turn it back on. Auto mode. That's how you take the photo, and you can just hit snap, count down 3, 2, 1, and then capture 8 photos. And then it's finished. So next thing we can do is show you how to capture a video. So right here, video mode. And as you see, a little bit weird because actually we are right now in a log profile, and the current firmware I actually not suggest to using a log mode. Just go ahead and turn the log mode off and have a nicer color. And then you can again adjust all the stuff, but let me show you all the frame rate right here. So we have 4K 30 frame, 4K 50 frame, 5.7K 30 frame, which I'm on right now. and 3K at 100 frames. You can go ahead and hit record, and right now it's actually capturing a video. If you see the screen right there, it also shows the timer and it's recording in blinking green light. Okay, let me turn it off. Okay, now I want to show you how to do the basic editing with the app. The video we just took, so from here I can trim from left the starting point, the end point, and then I can download the entire video onto my phone. It will trim it. So from here I can do stuff like tap, hold, I can smart track, so checking my face right now, or I can hit here, delete that, hold and hit the screen, and then just hit the viewfinder. We got the traditional style of recording. So you hold that, you can do tiny planet right now, move it back, and that's a recording right there. See, you can play back right now. So hit yes, and then you can see playback. See, now do tiny planet morphing with a traditional free capture. You can also do pivot point. Insert pivot point, and then move a couple frames forward, and pivot point to my face, pivot point, and then pivot back, maybe to this LED light. You hold it, the pivot point, and now I go ahead and can play that. You see, pivot around. You see my face right there, and pivot back to the LED light. Let me just show you one of my example right here to how to do the really fancy slow motion effects, the time shift effect. And let's see, let's find this one. So I'll just show you, as you see right here, you can turn it into the regular video mode 16:9 for YouTube, but you can also turn it into 9:16 for IGTV or 1:1 for Instagram group. For now, we'll do it for YouTube. If you see my edit right here, see I have a free capture right here with the tiny planet mode, and then the yellow section, I just have a track on my face, and then I have a pivot point. And then right here, look at the color. I have a slow motion effect, fast motion effect, slow down effect, fast effect again, slow down effects, and fast again. So if you see like, when you see the message that right here, if you play again, if you see the message right here, see right here say that you cannot preview that because on the phone you actually cannot see real-time preview of the 16x timeout feature. So how to actually do the time shift? Let me just show you how. So right here in the button, go ahead and hit edit, and you see all the speed ramp right here. Yellow button, actually tap speed first, then tap this button, have a trash icon, delete that, trash icon, delete that, click that, trash icon, delete that. So first, you want to put some key point right here that will actually help you to know where you want to put in your slow motion effect. So my suggestion and tips for you is to add some pivot point first, so you know when to insert speed ramp effect, and then preview from here. And from right here, I know that I want to like do the speed ramp fly in. See, like I'm on a one wheel right now. So what you're gonna do is go ahead and hit 16x hyperlapse right here, and just drag it. See, and then you see the check mark right here. Stop that, and then I want to slow down a little bit for half speed, and then again I want to do a 16 speed and connect here. So now I just create an effect. If you saw my demo video, you see the fancy blur effect like you saw in the Rilo video. So that is how you turn it on. You can turn it off if you don't want that fancy effect, but you can turn it on so you have that really fancy blur effect in hyperlapse. And then you can hit OK. And again, you can't preview it, so you actually need to go ahead and hit export, and then download to albums right here, and then pick the fixed frame, and then just go ahead and hit check mark, and we'll start to export your video into your phone so you can use it. As you all expected, The second part of this review will be the nay. Something that not so good about this camera, either need to improve in the future firmware update, or just not the right camera for you right now if those thumb down bothering you. Number 1, flow state stabilization does not work 100% of the time. If you are shooting indoor or low light, it does create motion blur as you see in this video when I'm inside of a comic book store. It is not extremely low light, it's just a well-lit indoor environment around sunset time. Here is another example of a nighttime footage with only street lighting. Either avoid low light environment and film on a tripod when indoor, or keep your hand locked on and keep swing movement minimum while avoiding motion blur as well. Number 2, time shift editing does require pretty fast phone. I have an iPhone X right here. I'm still having delay. Oops, the phone just turned on. And I cannot preview the 16x speed ramping, which is needed for that really cool fast to slow down speed ramping edit. Also, just a tip, if your ONE X app keep crashing, it means your phone is running low on memory. A quick way to fix that is to close all the current opening apps, especially for your iPhone. It will fix 99% of the crash issue. For Android user, just restart your phone. No more lighting port built in like the old Insta360 ONE right here. It does not matter to Android user, but I know that is one of the major reasons why lots of cool hipster who own iPhone get the ONE in the first place. They still enjoy that plug and play and directly using your iPhone and use that big iPhone screen as a 360 selfie camera. If that's you, I'm sorry, stick with the old one. People will not carry an extra cable out and about, especially when traveling. And I lost this damn cable all the time, by the way. One thing I absolutely hate about Rhino. The good news is, you can actually easily connect with your iPhone with Wi-Fi. And the connection is so easy without the need to go into setting, Wi-Fi, and back to the app, which is actually an advantage of the ONE X. Among all the camera, including the GoPro Fusion, ONE X has the best, absolute best user interface on connecting the phone with an iPhone. Right here. Number 5, no lock feature and easily trigger recording by accident. Not like the old one, the camera comes with a soft case right here. It is better protected the camera and it's actually really convenient with the strap, but if you put this thing in your pocket, it will sometimes trigger and record. As you see, I bought the ONE X into a nightclub and 2 30-minute recording black video in the library because I butt record some 360 videos. Thank you for sticking around for this very long and very in-depth review. But it is not over yet. The camera just released and lots of improvements are already coming its ways. Like 360 HDR video on a $400 consumer camera. Boom! Mind blowing! As you can tell, I skipped the image quality comparison because I don't think it's fair at this moment to compare the stitching quality and image quality of this camera. The desktop app is not available yet at the time of recording. By the way guys, I spent 2 weeks making this video, so by the time you're watching it at the official launch date, which is 10/10, there might be a new software out there that can render uncompressed 5.7K 360 log footage in 120 megabit per second, which is the fair quality footage I can compare with GoPro Fusion, Kandao Qoocam, E360 and other brands. But I will still provide all the footage you saw in this video in a download link below. I make good quality Tiny Planet video and overcapture video as Instagrammers on the internet, but my focus is always about immersive 360 content on a VR headset and professional content that you can sell to clients and make some money. So going forward, this will be the focus on reviewing the Insta360 ONE X. How good is the RAW photo? What is the HDR video workflow? And compare the HDR with the Insta360 Pro 2 over right here, which will be in the next video. So stay tuned. How is the 360 video quality in 5.7K compared to GoPro Fusion Lock in Oculus Go or Oculus Quest VR headset? Can you use it with your professional 360 cameras like the Zcam S1 in 5.7K or even the Kandao Qoocam in mono? As you know, the ONE X takes amazing drone footage with very safe flying experience because its lightweight design and aerodynamic body. And how to color grade the new lock video? All these are coming next. My goal is to make this channel as your to-go resources for everything 360 VR. So don't forget to subscribe if you are new here and give me a thumb up if you like this video. Please share this mini film video with your friends and family so more people will know the possibility of a 360 camera so they can throw their GoPro heroes away and grow the community of 360 creators together. I am on Instagram, so for more bullet time example, overcapture with time shift, Tiny Planet videos and photos, and behind the scene of this video, go follow me there as well. And I will see you in the Insta360 Pro 2 review, which will be my biggest yet review and tutorial. 360 VR Creator Level Up on Creator Up.